Hello, welcome. This is the FedEx Championship Series. This is Mutiny Motorsport Season 11. Here in the box, it is me, Alex, and alongside me...
It's Ryan.
How's it going today, Ryan?
Good, how are you, Alex?
I am very good because look at this schedule that we have ahead of us. We're on round 4, although it's actually round 3. This is the 4th event that we're holding. This is the Indianapolis 250. I am so excited to see this race today.
It's a big race. This is one of the longest races of the season. Tell us a little bit about the track.
Yeah, so this track, 2 previous winners when we've been there. We had Jeff and Triple Crown winner TTAR, who have won here prior in the Mutiny, and then Shattered Compass, who holds the lap record in the FUSA 2023 car. Just 4 beautiful corners here. Let's go on to qualifying.
Yeah, so a week before this we had qualifying. 18 drivers showed up. Only 15 drivers, 15 drivers showed up out of the 18. Only 12 actually completed a lap. That is the difficult part. Of those, TTAR took the pole late on Shattered Compass. Of those that qualified, not everyone showed up to the race, so our starting grid is going to be TTAR, Shattered, and viltech on the front row, NDF, NateDelta, Orangetrptboi behind them, Aspmoon, Garrett O'Brien, RT94 in the 3rd row, Leclerc, Arty, ABC 123 in the 4th row, and Cumsum, D3BuG, and Bumblebee in the 5th row. Here is our formation lap.
Yeah, so we can already see there's a car on the side there. That we have 2 formation laps here. Orange with a problem with his car, so jumped ahead and went all the way to the pits on his warm-up lap, and is now just slowing down to rejoin the pack in his rightful position.
That's right.
Exactly. And we're joining them as they enter turn 3, so they're lining up now to go 3 by 3 for the traditional start at the Indianapolis 250.
Yeah, we're just seconds away from the start. Coming off the last race, TTAR had a good win to take the lead of the championship, I believe. That was the Hakar.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pronounce that
Bagwell,
correctly.
yeah.
Thank you.
And that was, we did see that was, that oval race, not banked. So the drivers having to relearn some banking as they came in. They did have last weekend to get everything ready in qualifying and put in some practice laps.
Yeah, a little more practice than usual, which the drivers will need. Only 4 corners, but they are not easy. And we'll see exactly how tough it's going to be for them as they come across the start line any second now.
Yeah, so just approaching it now. They're all starting to get ready. As soon as we hit that brickyard, they are
ready
go.
to jump on the throttle. TTAR leads.
TTAR leads.
It's a slow start.
Yeah, it's a
very slow start.
And Shattered takes it round the outside of turn 1. They're very gentle on the throttles, very cautious. These cars are so difficult to get up to speed without spinning the tires.
Lots of power and not enough grip for all of that power. TTAR is really starting to, I guess, fight off the drivers behind. He's got 3 chasing him down this back straight as they go into turn 3.
He's going to turn 3, and it looks like Shattered has already started feeling confident right up against the wall there as he exited turn 1 and turn 2. And here we go, they're starting to get right up to speed now. You can hear the engine starting to scream. It looks like NDF and Old Boy are looking down the inside. They're going side by side already on lap 2. Wow. It's a long way to go. It's good that everyone's kept their noses clean.
They're not holding back, though. I mean, this is close racing, wheel to wheel. They're usually you'd see drivers.
I'm out. My car was damaged from the first lap. Don't want to hit me in the back.
Oh, Ricardo already. You can see him. He's not even on the grid. He's in the pit lane already. There's a tire along the sides. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
frustrating.
usually-
This was a long race. Go on.
Usually you can get back to the pits to repair, but if it's bad enough... Oh, speaking of repairs...
viltech. Oh, that is a huge one.
What the heck was that?
And Arty speaking for us all there. What the heck was that? Yeah, right,
Yeah, they
indeed.
only lasting, what, about 3 racing laps after the 2 formation laps before someone brings out the big caution.
Yeah, and NateDelta looks like he was caught in that as well. You can see him crabbing along into the pits. So there we go, full course yellow.
Yeah,
Any
see-
accidents on this track, so difficult.
And NDF also dropped far behind. I believe he must have been involved.
Yeah, I think he was the car with viltech. That was not a pretty sight. And they're going to have to crawl their way back to the pits.
Oh, there's a lot of debris over here.
And Shattered Compass calling
The
it.
driver's okay.
Hopefully the
Just risk-
drivers will be fine.
Those wrist injuries come quick. You don't expect it.
They do. And if you got direct drive, some people have, mentioned it. Oh, as the safety car almost goes through viltech there.
It was almost an unsafety car.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
worth checking on your fellow drivers. Just those bigger accidents, surprisingly easy to twist a wrist or just get hit with your wheel as it spins wildly.
Is indeed. So while we're under the full course yellow hit, loads of drivers coming into the pits, maybe with some slight damage. So you got Shattered Compass in the lead ahead of TTAR.
The tyres are still cold. They never got to temperature.
Oh, and D3BuG talking all about the tyres there. It didn't even get to warm up, probably why there was an accident. And NDF is struggling. Look at him on the infield grass there.
Yeah, as I was saying a couple of minutes ago, right off the start, it didn't look like anyone was holding back.
I don't think I can get this car back to the pits, boys.
Oh no, NDF not able to get back to the
100
pits.
on all suspension, front and rear. I cannot turn this fucking thing. I
Oh,
cannot get off the grass.
oh, that is heartbreaking for NDF. You spend all this time waiting for a race, and then the crash in the first few laps takes you out. Here we have a
Another
replay of it.
victim.
Let's go on boards. NDF looks like he's steering a
Bit
little
of
bit wide. Yeah, a bit of understeer. Comes in. Oh, and he was tapped up the inside by viltech. Trying to go on the inside there. I gotta wonder if that's a racing incident. Here we go from viltech's point of view. So he lets off quite early there.
Let's off really going into
Looks like one, yeah.
and then on the short shoot, it has a lot of speed. Thinks that there's a gap, but it closes fast there.
Yeah, and that is a long time being airborne. You can see him trying to get the car started after that moment. See if he can get back to the pits. And here we again. From off-board now, track sides. Yeah, there's quite a bit of a gap between them, but as you said, it just shuts so quickly. And before you know it...
These cars are doing about 200 miles an hour, so no surprise there. As I've been trying to say, the drivers in other... Never mind.
Stewards are going to be busy this race.
Yes, they are, D3BuG. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, sometimes you see drivers kind of holding back for the first third or so of their race to try and get to a point where they've made it far enough, they feel comfortable to push. They don't feel like they're risking too much too early. But I think we've got some hungry drivers here. They know what's on the line.
Exactly. And I think that's a great thing to say there is, this is such a long race, as you say. Take it easy. You're not going to win it on turn one. You might even go out, right? And that tends to go for most sim racing races as well. If they're long enough, just take your time, build up to it. If you're faster than the guy in front, time will get you past them. Being patient, it's an experience thing that you learn.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the reason behind TTAR's very cautious start, is just trying not to do anything too wrong on lap 1, just knowing that you'll have the next, 250 miles to make it all up.
Exactly. Maybe that is the case indeed.
Oh no!
Oh, I've been penalised for pit lane speed and shit.
And D3BuG upset with his penalty, but it's all on him. If you come into the pits hot, or if you leave the pits and just press the button a fraction early, you are penalized. Even the virtual mechanics need their safety margins. As we go
Here we are with
board
the
with
replay of the start.
ABC. Yeah. Let's see what goes on here. Oh, what a great start round the outside of his teammate. I think it's 2 drivers already. Alongside Garrett and Orange. Gets
Yes,
2
4
rows
drivers.
there. Yeah, wow. Tucks in behind viltech, goes up the insides. And
It's a good spot. We're back to racing at the front, by the way.
Back to racing.
I think. Oh, no.
No, we still got the safety car. Yeah, it's drivers unlapping themselves.
Thank you. Yeah, I made that mistake. Yeah, I think on that start, ABC T3 must have spotted the leaders going while everyone was just waiting for the car ahead. The rules are, whenever the leader goes, racing's on.
Yeah.
It's a good spot from him.
Yeah, and he's already made his way up. We're just watching him fight into the first 4 positions now. Here he goes through. He's up into 3rds by what must have been the end of the first lap. So, wow. Yeah. He did not need qualifying.
That's an insane start.
Yeah, he was 14th when he actually did his qualifying, and he moved up a couple of positions due to some non-starters. So that is almost like 10 positions gains.
That's a dream. It's a dream start.
Absolutely. And then we can still get him starting to get caught up by some of the guys behind, though. So some good speed initially, and then starting to drop back as we go back to the race, and we're still under caution here. The lapped cars are just trying to patch themselves up.
Sorry, drivers entering turn 4, so it'll just be a few more seconds before it takes us back to green.
Yeah, we hope so. Letting those back markers catch up. Are they going to go at the line?
Anytime between the last corner and the line, but let's see.
Let's see what happens here. They're still warming up their tires. They may... I think they're going to go another lap. Yeah, one more lap. Full course yellow pace car in this lap. Shattered compass still allowing those drivers to catch back up to the primary lap. Lap 11.
Early on, the Mutiny affords drivers that opportunity. If they go a lap down early, there's plenty of time to let them unlap themselves. So why not let them race on the lead lap?
Yeah, I think that's fair. And then you see 13 car, that is viltech catching the back. And oh no, he's trying to go around again, viltech. So it's been, he's a few laps down. So yeah, he's the last driver. I think NDF, has he retired or is he still in the pits? He must have retired. He said he couldn't get the car back, right? So
yeah,
that's race done.
He is in the pits, yeah.
Okay, so just the 13 car then of viltech desperately trying. He's going to catch up back to this pack with red hot tires. Could be a big advantage for him.
My thoughts exactly. All of these other drivers have been circulating at 120, 150 kph, less than 100 miles an hour for the past 5-6 laps, and those tires are going to be ice cold.
Yeah, it's going to be something. And he's going to approach them at racing speeds as it looks like Shattered is gone. And there you can see viltech in the background just catching up just in time.
And old boy Bob making a move.
Yeah. Old boy just like, yeah, I'll take that one, please, TTAR. And he's dropping back pretty quick. And old boy is challenging for the lead.
For our newer viewers, ABC123, old boy Bob, same driver, different different ways to refer. But
yeah, he's got his AMS2 name and his the way what we call him, Old Boy Bob. Yeah, ABC 1, 2, 3, right on the tail of the lead driver here. And you can see most of the drivers staying far away from the wall, still leaving plenty of room. So you've got Cumsum going down the inside there of Leclerc, thinking about it.
T1,
and he's through.
That was Leclerc wide, yeah.
Leclerc tends to play the cautious game. We've seen a few times this season already. In the opening rounds, when it rains in Long Beach, we saw him just take the slow and steady approach. Don't hit the walls. Just get to the end of the race. I wonder if he's trying something similar here.
That was TTAR going into turn 3, overtaking Old Boy, ABC for the second place. Kind of like we said earlier, being a little more cautious at the start, but knowing that you have the pace.
And I think that was Nate in the background as well. Maybe just getting past Orange. They were definitely side by side through what I think may have been 4. As TTR already tries to break the slipstream there.
Speaking of breaking the slipstream, Shattered Compass pulled about 2.5 seconds off of the P2.
He has indeed. And that's Leclerc and Cumsum again. And also viltech getting in the fight there. Is that viltech still in the fight? How is he in the fight? He's a couple of positions down. Maybe he's still another lap down from them. Yes, he is. 1 minute 28, so he needs to get a move on. He wasn't on the lead lap when he caught up the pack. So he's hustling to get back there. And we're on board with Old Boy. ABC, as Aspmoon has got through into the podium position. And that's important for Aspmoon because going into this race, he was, let me have a look on the trusty old guide here. That was Aspmoon. I feel like he was high up in the championship. Yes, he was. He was third. Oh, was he third in the championship? I actually can't see here right now. I'll have to check that out.
We'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you on that one, yeah. So here we go on board with NateDelta. 6th place. He's got Orange right behind him. And Garrett just in front of them as well. So this is a fight for 4th place, really. Maybe even the fight for 3rd, because Aspmoon 6 seconds, Old Boy 6 seconds behind the leader, Garrett 7 seconds. Okay, this is a fight for the podium right now, early doors.
Yeah, still a lot to go, but being up front means you can pretty easily avoid any accidents that might happen behind.
Yeah. And it's in these dangerous midfield overtakes when mistakes get made, you get a little bit punchy. Just thinking about it, you can see Nate just having to correct himself in the exit of 4 there. Probably one of the trickiest exits onto the main straight. And they're both in the slipstream of Garrett here, so a little bit of overspeed for both of these drivers. Tires will be up to temperature by now.
Yeah, getting a lot of benefit on the straight, but the dirty air is a real challenge in the corners, so Orangetrptboi and NateDelta will be suffering from that.
Okay, finding the rhythm again now.
There you go, D3BuG finding the rhythm, is in 11th place. Did say during the warm-up laps he wasn't happy with his setup. Someone looks like they were sideways in the pits there. It looks like Bumblebee, car 13 on your track mapper.
Oh, don't like that. God almighty. If there were ever a time to be religious, it would be now.
Oh boy, we saw him have a slight wiggle there. And I think Garrett had to move out of the way ever so slightly to avoid him, and that's allowed Nate to capitalize there and Orange to drop back. Good opportunistic driving there from Nate. Really experienced driver in the Mutiny. Oh, and there's a full course yellow.
Oh, I see a driver without a wing.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm gonna have the car's totally different to what it was before. I'm just not confident in it, so I'm really sorry, guys. It's just there's no back end. It just doesn't exist. So weird.
And he's retired the car. I wonder if it was his incident or Bumblebee's incident that brought out the car.
That little race for fifth was,
And
I
Nate,
agree.
we were commenting on it. Yeah, we agree. It was spicy, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah, I think that was the rear wing coming off of D3BuG that caused the full course yellow here. And even a little bit of debris.
actually TTAR and Shatter on their own zip code.
They were, if you look at the track map, I mean, they've slowed down for the safety car already, and they were already 2 corners ahead of the pack. So pace was feisty out front as the midfield catches up to the leaders now. And
Yeah,
here we
it could
go.
be. Yeah, here's our full course yellow cause.
So it goes near the inside, takes a midline on the way out. Oh, and it is the back
completely
end.
loses the rear, yeah.
Yeah, it just got loose on him.
Exit of turn 2, I think.
And yeah, that would have definitely caused the safety car. That would have been that. And if he's not feeling it and that happens, I'm not surprised he just pulled out the tires. You don't want
Such
to
a
be fighting a
delicate
car
feel
that's gonna snap.
around the Indianapolis oval here. You just have to trust the car, and you know that it's going to be there. And if you don't have that feeling, it's pretty hard to race at 230 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. And especially, like we've just been saying, you catch up to the car in front and suddenly, yeah, you've got this great overspeed on the straights, but you've also got half the downforce in the corners, and there's only 4 of them, and they approach every few seconds, so you really need to be on top of it, like you're saying. Be confident in the car. So let's get down the leaderboard here. We've got Shattered Compass ahead of TTR and Aspmoon. They are podium sitters right now. That doesn't mean anything for the entire race. We're on lap 22. We got Garrett O'Brien, NateDelta in 4th, Garrett in 5th, Orange in 6th, ABC Old Boy in 7th. Let's see if you can get another one of those great starts again from 7th. We got Leclerc 8th, Cumsum 9th, 10th is Arty, viltech 11th, and then we've got 4 retirees already. D3BuG, or maybe not Bumblebee actually. Bumblebee's still in the pits. He's just behind D3BuG in the laps. So yeah, our retirees are D3BuG, NDF, and Ardoic.
Lap 22, we get our first proper round of pit stops.
Here we go, everyone jumping in. You can see on the top left-hand side, the P means they're in the pits. So
Oh, someone's gone long in their box.
Yeah, someone has.
Yeah.
Let's see if anyone can jump anyone in the pits. Shattered Compass first out. He was first in, so he gets to be first out. And looks like he's going to retain that lead. Oh no, everyone was not in the pits. Garrett is still following the safety car around the track.
It's a bold
23
move.
laps in, that is a bold lap. He's going to have to stop for fuel.
Because I'm fast, alright.
Orange speeding there. We're not sure what that's in relation to.
I have to guess that was the pit lane speed limiter. I don't know if we have a confirmation on our screen anywhere. But
probably getting a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, that's a pretty slam dunk penalty if that was the case.
Okay, so Garrett with the alternate strategy here of staying out and taking the lead. No, as I say that, he's realized he did need fuel. 23 laps. Did empty the tank a little bit.
He's paying the price a little bit right now because he was circulating at a very low speed while other drivers were able to kind of get their foot down to catch up to the safety car.
Yeah, that did not work out in his favor as the pack is going to take him So here we go. It is Shattered Compass followed by Nate and Orange. So they were the speedy pit stops there. TTR in fourth. Not so speedy.
Yeah, TTR lost out there. Aspmoon, he went long in the box, but I don't think he really missed out or lost out too much in the pit stops. Did he lose one position maybe?
Yeah, it was only one or two.
Maybe two, yeah.
Yeah, Cumsum gained a position. I think he went in and he was 9th. Garrett definitely the long loser there. He's just, where is he? He's just going to join the back of the field in a moment. I don't know if there's any cars to unlap themselves, but they may still get a chance here. Yeah, it looks like viltech and Bumblebee maybe. viltech not on the lead lap, so this might help him if he gets to go through it. And yeah, it looks like Shattered is leading the pack, but the car is not coming in yet. Not going to start this lap, so viltech gets his opportunity.
There's our confirmation pace car in this lap. Will be starting, going back to green in 1 lap's time.
Well, I made a mistake not pitting. I went from 5th to 10th.
There you go, Garrett. That was the mistake. Yeah. And Bumblebee didn't even make it out of the pits. He is stopped. He's going backwards as well. So this is Bumblebee's debut, I believe. Just joined the Mutiny.
This is not an easy race.
Yeah, I just sped in the pits by like 2 kilometers an hour.
Oh, and Shattered Compass.
I gotta win by 10 seconds.
He's got the pace. That is going to be costly.
Sounds like he's pretty confident too.
Yeah. So I was just saying, Bumblebee's first race in the Mutiny, and I believe his first sim race really joined the Mutiny just, I think, in the week after qualifying, or around qualifying time, did not actually get on track to qualify.
That's right, this is not an easy race to pick up for your first time.
No, not at all. And it looks like they're off. They are going.
That's right.
Good timing there from Shattered. He has timed it well and picked a gap to Nate already. Half a second out of turn 1. And it just keeps growing. He's got some real confidence in this car.
Yeah, it's knowing how hard you can push on those cooler tires is a bit of a guessing game for some drivers. If you don't know exactly what they're capable of before they're warmed up, then the starts are going to be tricky.
Yeah, and you have to feel it out. That's where Shattered Compass's experience is coming right in, as we see Bumblebee staying out of the way of the entire pack. As Orange in 3rd place thinking, you know what, I'm a big oval guy, this could be my day. Does he have the pace to hold on, as we see them almost going 3 wide? Garrett ahead of his teammate viltech, but viltech still a lap down, so that early race crash with NDF has cost him dearly. He's just got to put his foot down and see if he can make it all the way back onto the lead lap. That's going to be tough when you've got someone like Shattered leading.
Yeah, I think your best hope at that point would be an alternative pit strategy to try to stop one less time than the others. We haven't seen too much fuel saving, I don't think, from the drivers. They seem to be going pretty hard as TTAR sticks his nose on the inside of Old Boy Bob. Shaping up a move very close to one here.
Yeah, and he's tucked right underneath the rear wing.
Go Understeer.
Old Boy complaining about Understeer, but there's no one even in front of him. It's a long way to the car in front of him. Just the balance of his car is not working out right now, as we see TTAR get a little bit closer.
Yeah, you don't want to be struggling with TTAR leading down the neck.
There we go, down the inside for turn 1.
Ooh,
Old Boy being respectful there. And makes a move in turn 2. And Garrett saying, let's get him. As now that's Aspmoon going past Old Boy. So it looks like Old Boy has the initial pace, maybe really confident on those cooler tires. Maybe the balance suits him better. But then when the tyres get up to temperature, it looks like he's just falling down the order. So a bit of a balance issue there. I wonder if he can sort that out with the weight jacker or not.
I wonder if it's the opposite, actually, where other drivers are getting their tires up to temperature faster.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a great insight there. Okay, yeah, that could definitely well be it. As we go, following Arty now, right behind Cumsum. Looked like he was going to threaten in qualifying. Did put in some pretty feisty laps, but did crash. He's one of the faster drivers in the Mutiny.
That's right. Past seasons,
hold it off. Yeah.
past seasons we've seen him, fighting for the lead regularly. So we were, I think, expecting him to cut through the field a little bit, and there's still a lot of race left, starting from the back of the pack, about halfway up.
Yeah.
Not out of the question.
It's not out of the question. Field spread here. Everyone but viltech is on the lead lap, and Bumblebee. So just Bumblebee and viltech not on the lead lap. And 15 seconds covers the first 10. On a track that takes about 40 seconds. I mean, it's huge, but it's not that big. It just takes one little wobble, and you're going to lose a few seconds quite easily as you regain time. As we see Arty having to let off the throttle. He wasn't prepared for a move and didn't want to be in the dirty air there, so just a little lift on the straight, give himself some space. He can line it up better somewhere else. Maybe just wanting to even stay behind Cumsum and just use the slipstream. Maybe fuel saving a little bit as well.
Yeah, that is a strategy that we kind of mentioned earlier, but hadn't seen too many signs of. So this could be someone who's thinking differently.
Most drivers in the 39s. Oh, we got some 38s in there though. Shattered, Orange, TTAR in the 38s. So there are some drivers definitely not fuel saving. I can't imagine they're fuel saving at those times. And you can see the cars when they come down the straight, they're sort of driving towards the infield there. Come out of the corner wide, right up against the wall, and you see them sort of steer into the infield. And that's the way the cars are set up. Just to help them turn left as Cumsum gets ahead of Arty's teammate down the main straight, across the brickyards, and up into 6th place. That is a tasty move.
Yeah, Old Boy still struggling a little bit. I wonder if there's going to be any team orders now that they're line astern.
Yeah, you got to think that he doesn't want. Oh, he's.
Oh no!
That was a defensive move.
That was a stern defense.
Yeah, right up to the wall, the inside there, the right line. As we see Bumblebee yet again. And we do have to mention with Bumblebee, he's the only driver right now. He's just joined us. He is on a controller, so feel for him as he tries to get up to speed. As we see Arty finally making the move on his teammate. I wonder if there was some pit wall communication there saying, "Get out of the way." Oh no!
I think they're side by side. Yeah, these are two teammates fighting to be the #1 driver.
Oh,
full course yellow.
Full course yellow. I wonder what has happened there. As you can hear them all just drop the revs down, start to save the fuel. See the yellows flashing.
I haven't seen any debris on track, anything like that yet.
No, we did see Bumblebee in the side of the wall scraping along. I wonder if it might have been that.
Could be. And just,
Car
yeah, Bumblebee,
15, yeah.
he's the only driver in the field on a controller at the moment. And that is not an easy thing to do in this game. Especially at this track where long, fast corners require some very precise inputs at high speeds.
I need bubble wrap for my car.
Yeah, so it must have been Bumblebee. He needs some bubble wrap. I don't think it would hold on at the speeds that we're going, but it's a good idea. So that was a good little stint there. We got to see some pace from some of the drivers. TTR still back and forth, so really didn't make an impression during that. Between, I think, what was the third safety car? The second and third safety cars?
I think we are going to lose count at this rate.
Yeah. TTR didn't make
but
an impression. Nate and Orange held on, though, within 6 seconds, I believe, so...
Yeah, it was within 2 or 3 seconds from first to second, and a pretty similar gap from second to third. Yeah, we haven't seen anyone open up huge gaps either. I mean, you were saying the gap from first to 10th or so was 15 seconds for quite a while.
I'm annoyed at these safety cars. I can't outrun my penalty.
And there you go. A shattered compass there, confirming he does not want the safety cars. This is ruining his race right now. Looks like he's got the speeds. He just needs the laps now to make the gap. He's still got quite a few laps left. It is lap 37. We're running to the end of lap 102. It's 100 laps plus the 2 formation laps.
I wonder what the fuel strategy is going to be at this point, because we saw earlier drivers pitting at around like 20th racing lap. It was lap 22, so 20 racing laps. They've only gone 17 or 18 at this point. So the first one was a little bit of an early stop too. This could be pushing drivers towards a 4-stop if I'm doing my math correctly, unless anyone is going to be fuel saving and staying out. We'll see.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd be diving into the pits. I think I'd take these free cheap stops you can get in while you can. Not really lose any time. You catch up to the back of the pack. But we'll see what the pit walls are calling for. Like you said, there will still be fuel left on these cars, left in these cars. Bumblebee still in the pits from his incident. There's a lot of repair time. Several laps down already, 15 minutes down. The race about 20-something minutes old, so maybe a little bit more than that. And yeah, as we see, huge pits. Whoa.
Oh my god.
So Leclerc saw something there. I think he might have seen what was happening just in front of him, which was Arty getting absolutely booped out of the way by his teammate. That is... Oh, they're not going to be happy on the pit wall there.
And they might not be prepared to repair that car. So if there's any damage, he could be stuck with it for a pit stop. For a stint, that is. You know?
Yeah, you're right there. You're right, because he would have probably selected his options as he was entering.
He would have told the team what he wants, and they wouldn't be ready for a new wing or a suspension change. You can get away with a few points of damage, a couple percent.
I didn't rev it up enough apparently when I dropped the clutch, so the car stalled.
So Orange just explaining how he's in 6th place from 3rd there. So he stalled the car in the pit lane. That can happen. And if you are racing with the Mutiny, it is good to just have a pit button.
That Penske pit crew, man, doing some crazy work. I think you jumped me like Lily every single time.
Yeah, Aspmoon impressed with the Penske kids and their pit stop times. But I was just saying, if you're in the Mutiny, we do allow resets. So if you bind a button, that will allow you to reset your car. And you can also bind other buttons if you have them on your steering wheel to maybe just have a starter and ignition. So if you do stall the car, you can get away. Has cost some drivers in the past actually stalling in the pit lane. If I go back to season 3, I know TTAR stalled in the pit lane there at Jerez.
Wow, it's a long time ago.
That was, yeah, we're in season 11 now. I believe in season 4 he also stalled in the pit lane as well. I have to get those replays up for you. There is a lot of lore here in the Mutiny and a lot of experience. Pace car in this lap. Is viltech on the lead lap? He is not. Cumsum is not on the lead lap either. That's interesting. As we go on board with Shattered Compass. Is he going to go?
Is he leaving
No.
it late, or I think they're going for another? That is what's happening. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the pace car probably in this lap, and this is the perfect opportunity for viltech to unlap himself finally and get back on the lead lap. It's taken him 41 of the 102 laps here. And he's also followed by Cumsum, who's clearly had some slow stop there because he was on the lead lap.
So as we have a little bit of time to discuss the race so far, Shattered Compass in the lead with NateDelta behind, who's had a great first half of the race or so, about 40% through the race. NateDelta from 6th to 2nd at the moment. TTAR falling from 1st to 3rd. Old Boy ABC, pretty big winner here. It came from the back of the field, up to 4th. Aspmoon midfield up to 5th. Orangetrptboi, roughly similar to where he started at the moment. Yeah, some of the losers, as we had said earlier, we've got a few DNFs already. We have viltech has dropped from 4th down to 10th from that early crash, and yeah, a lot to keep in mind, I guess, as we go back to racing.
And he's leaving it right until the last moment and goes just maybe 10 meters before the line.
Whoa.
And both him and Nate get sideways. They're putting down so much power. And Old Boy again capitalizing. This time TTR a little bit more frisky off the line. Goes around the outside of Nate, who that huge moment, we saw the car go completely sideways there, almost hit the pit wall.
That was a big save from both drivers, yeah. TTAR swooping up into 2nd now.
Maybe he's learned from his prior mistakes, his prior starts, that the car can give a little more. And the mid-pack here is huge as everyone decides where they're going to slot in. And already 1st and 2nd clearing the pack by over a second. As we're on board with viltech now, must be ecstatic to only be within 5 seconds of the leader. But look at the mess he's in right now. Around the outside of Old Boy. And makes his way up to 7th. He's got to be happy with that.
Yeah, all the way around the outside.
And look who's in front of him, his teammate. So there's a bit of safety there in numbers. He's hassling, actually, Orange. Brian's going wide. Garrett Bryan, let's have to go on board with him. Right down the inside, right towards the inner curve, so below the white line. That is risky early on. As Cumsum with a double overtake.
3 wide down the main straight. Cumsum into turn 1. I think he went a little wide there, almost wasn't ready for the top speed there. Yeah.
That was great. What a move that was. As viltech gets past Garrett. On the back of Cumsum now. This is a great battle for 6th place. Orange just starting to leave them a little bit. All racing within a 10th of these guys. That is incredible. Let's just see how this.
Lap times are close also. Yeah, not just 6th, 7th, and 8th, but I mean. Arty, ABC, or Leclerc and Arty behind are not far off at all. As these guys fight, it's not going to help their lap times.
No, and you can see them just staggering their positions a little in some of the corners to try and get some clean airflow over the car. When you've got teammates running front to back like that, give an extra bit of caution. You trust your teammate a lot to not make any silly decisions in front of you. Garrett way more comfortable up on the inside there. You can see him every corner. Just going into that corner. Much closer. Did you see that in the car in front? Cumsum just getting a little bit like squirrely on exit.
Rushing the wall, I think.
Yeah.
It's getting very close to Cumsum.
You can hear viltech shifting up into his highest gears there as we go. Arty.
Ooh, Aspmoon! Oh! Aspmoon just entered the pits at like Mach 3.
Oh, and we didn't see that.
I just saw a backwards facing Indy car fly past me in the pit lane.
Oh, that was huge. We didn't see it on screen. We could hear the drivers talking about it. And it doesn't look like there's,
It's a big fight.
like there's a safety car, and there's a huge fight as we're staying on board for this battle for 4th place. And this is Cumsum, Orange, Garrett, and viltech as Cumsum makes his way back up into 4th. Woo!
So Orange fell back a little bit with that car entering the pit lane at Mach 3.
Yeah,
Probably
clearly.
had to avoid something there, fell back into the clutches of Cumsum. Now struggling to keep Garrett behind.
Yeah, he's got to try and find his rhythm again, as we heard D3BuG talking about earlier. There is a rhythm to this. And if you're thrown off a little bit, it might take you a couple of corners just to readjust. As we're on board with Garrett. Hundredths behind Orange. There's Orangetrptboi. Goes on the inside. Wow. Brisk defense there. That was a safe move, but it did slam the door shut, saying, not now. And I think it's because Orange is thinking about the move on Cumsum himself as he goes up the inside. No defense here from Cumsum. Hoping maybe his speed will carry him around the outsides. Wow, what a battle for 4th place this is turning out to be. Lap 50, we're just about halfway. As Aspmoon repairs himself, that would have been a big one if he entered the pits going in reverse.
Yeah, that's a long pit stop. There's a lot to repair on that car, I can tell you.
Garrett past the teammate. Probably a little bit of team orders there and a bit of gamesmanship just between them, just being like, hey, let me get past, maybe I can have a crack at them.
Yeah, it looks like this fight for P4 is kind of split off from a 4-car battle into a 2-car battle for P4 and a 2-car battle for P6.
Orange holding his own right behind in the dirty air. So maybe getting towed along a little bit, scraping up against the side of the wall. Hopefully no damage done there. But carrying so much speed, just doesn't look like he has it to enter into turn 3 or turn 1.
As we say that, Cumsum looking very high and giving Orangeboy all the opportunity he needs.
Does not say it. And he's barely says thank you. He just goes, yeah, that's mine. I'll take that.
Gives Cumsum an opportunity, yeah. So close down the pit straight.
Oh, around the outside, he couldn't do it. It is so risky. The marbles must be building up already on the outsides. And it
Garrett's
will be a risky
watching this
maneuver.
fight, licking his lips.
Yeah, he's got to be thinking, maybe if I just hold back a little bit. We've seen a couple of safety cars already. I just don't want to be involved if they crash.
It's one thing to see the drivers ahead fighting and hoping they lose time to each other. It's another thing to see them maybe touching, maybe spinning in front of you when you don't have enough time to dodge. That's what you really worry about.
And he's thinking about it up the inside, but Orange holds his own around the outside. And
Garrett's ready to join the party.
He is. He's getting closer and closer. He's towing along his teammate as Orange goes right down the inside to be defensive up the infield. He's taking the line.
I got the skills to pay the bill.
As Shattered Compass so happy to be out in the front, 1.5 ahead of TTAR. You can see them on the track map, but that is not where the action is. It is 4th all the way to 7th. As Cumsum takes it down the inside. I think this is going to stick. Orange is brave.
Looks pretty happy.
Very brave.
Around us.
As TTR saying Nate's being pretty handy.
I don't want to talk about it.
And Nate doesn't want to talk about how well he's doing. Sounds like a leave me alone comment.
What a defense that was from Orange, though. Usually going around the outside doesn't work. Proving me wrong.
Yeah, this is a brave set of maneuvers from Orange here. He is feeling good today. Feeling feisty. Does have a few podiums to his name. Wants to keep capitalizing on that and maybe see if he can grab a couple more. So before this season started, Orange had 4 second places and 5 third places to his title, to his name. He's looking to hopefully get some more of those. So with Nate 7 seconds in front, that's on his goals. As we see Cumsum.
Yeah, we saw Garrett sneak up the inside of Cumsum, and now Cumsum looking to repay the favor.
Yeah, he's forcing Garrett out wide, and Garrett and his teammate having to just be extra cautious of each other, and that may cost them a little bit of time. Orange looks like he's kind of scampered away a little bit now.
Benefiting from this, oh yeah.
I've got to mention as well, I think this is some of Garrett's first oval races as well. So he's doing well here, fighting this hard, getting used to the ovals. Up the inside, they're almost 3 wide. Wow. viltech there, ever so cautious after that first incident with his teammate, or not with his teammate, but he's being cautious with his teammate because of that first incident he has.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and maybe he's being given the opportunity here by Garrett. Garrett's had a bit of a struggle getting past. viltech saying, let me give this one a go. So no pizza today as Shattered goes into the pits.
Just about to call that. That's our first green flag pit stop, I think.
I think so. Or at least not for damage. viltech tucked right up underneath. Cumsum is, I wouldn't say being aggressive here, but certainly being, whoa, as he lets off, and viltech almost wipes him out.
I got it, viltech.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure Cumsum let them know there. He just lifted off on the exit of turn 4, and wow, viltech having to, bit of an emergency maneuver there.
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort, in my opinion.
We go back to the Aspmoon crash. I wonder if this is when he, hit the wall on the exit of 4, enters the pits at Mac Chicken, and goes backwards all the way to his pit box. Wow, as we go on with the off-board camera, the trackside footage here. Yeah, and you can see once he hits the wall, he just becomes a passenger, and thankfully there's no one working early in the pit lane where he went. Oh, right, almost right into his pit box. So we're still racing here. NateDelta, Garrett Bryant, and viltech in the pits now after the stop.
Leclerc, pitting from what would be P1 to let Shattered Compass back through. Nate, viltech and Leclerc are coming out from their pit stops now.
So So it is 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds between Shattered and TTR. So
my gear ratio's reset. You can only go 227 down the front. Oh my.
and Orange with devastating news with a bug. His gear ratios have reset in the pit lane. And this is a very rare bug.
That's a particularly harmful one here. You know, some other tracks you're not going to be pushing the top of the gear ratios as much, but Indy, that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this rate, I can only hope he finds a fix as fast as possible. There's still points for lower conditions, but it's not going to be what he was expecting.
Yeah, stuck on the straight.
Yeah, he is indeed a sitting dog. You can see it already. Garrett O'Brien around the outside. And there's not much Orange can do here. Although Garrett seemingly lifted off there. Maybe got a bit wide on cooler tyres. Looks like that's
Garrett,
Orange going back into the pits. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Garrett was probably just going to wait for the next straight. Yeah, Orange wouldn't be affected really in the corners. You can still get good speed through there. But yeah, maybe waiting for the straight was his strategy. That's that interaction. Out front though, I think that gap's a lot wider than it was when Shattered and TTAR went into the pits. So I think either Shattered has had a blistering outlap or TTAR is just a little cautious as we've seen him earlier this race.
Yeah, I was watching it as they came out of the pits. I think the Patrick team there just with a better stop than the PPI boys. Clearly the PPI boys not done well for Orange or TTAR here. TTR coming out, losing about 3 seconds, I reckon. 2-3 seconds in that pit stop. And Orange with the bad gears. Not what they were looking for. And this is going to cost Orange. He was in 4th place, remember, he's down to 6th now. So Garrett and viltech got in front. Cumsum soon behind. You can hear Orange's car screaming.
The car's not happy.
And the balance will be off. Your gear ratio will be different for every corner. You would have balanced it for the corners to make sure you're in the perfect spot every lap. Let's talk about Shattered because he almost won the Season 6 Indy 250 there, didn't he?
That was actually one of the closest finishes we had in the Mutiny at the time. I don't know if there's many others that have come close since, but that was that was within a car length, I think.
Yeah, it was very tight in those results. So looking at redemption here, as good as 10-second penalty. So that slower stop and slower stop by the PPI boys and better stop by the Patrick boys has really helped him there. He was looking for that early on, and the safety cars have kind of hampered that. As viltech goes through on his teammate, and there's quite a big gap actually to Nate in front. 29 seconds, 28 seconds to 17, so about 11 seconds there for viltech to make up. But Nate doing very well, we have to say. Up in 3rd place, Nate with, I think this is his 43rd start, I would like to say, something in that range, so super experienced. You're looking at the experience level of someone like Borchin there.
Yeah, he's got quite a few races under his belt. I don't think that.
Still got the same problem even after pitting.
Orange trying to pit and still having the same problems, so that's cost him. As we see him being lapped now by the leader. That is not what he wanted when he was running in 4th. So yeah, NateDelta with a ton of experience. 2 second places, I believe, 2 third places entering this season. And how's his season going so far? Well, in the first race in Long Beach, spoilers if you haven't watched it, 9th place. Actually, sorry, that was qualifying. He qualified in 9th. My mistake. No, he finished the race in 9th. I'm sorry. And then race results for his second race. He's actually... didn't attend.
The lower back pain is starting to kick in.
Oh, is Leclerc talking about the lower back pain? That is something that happens in these longer races. You don't tend to notice them in the short races.
One of the lesser...
Easy way or the hard way?
One of the lesser, I guess, thought about issues or challenges that drivers are going to face in a longer race like this is that kind of ergonomic related thing. If you don't have a more comfortable position, then yeah, an hour-long race is going to wear on you.
Exactly that, and you may not feel it in those shorter races before. Maybe 45 minutes it doesn't creep out, but anything longer. We're on lap 70 now, so we're in the twilight of this race. We got about a third left of it. As we see viltech trying to get past, I think that's Arty. It's unsure, maybe. So 4th and 5th for the Rahal boys. And Aspmoon's still in the pits. I wonder if he's retired. 10th, or is he still out there? No, he's going. He's lapping around. 5 minutes behind, so several laps down. Must have been in some big damage. So to recap the leaderboard here, lap 71, Shadow leading ahead of TTR and NateDelta. They are the podium sitters right now. viltech, Garrett O'Brien and Cumsum are your 4th, 5th and 6th, and then Arty, Leclerc, Orange, Aspmoon, Oldboy and Bumblebee. They round out the top 12. Orange with his damage gearbox that he's struggling to get fixed. He's tried a few things and they haven't worked so far. Bumblebee on the controller still struggling. First race out in the Mutiny and picked probably one of the toughest races there is. And then Oldboy, after his brilliant starts early on, gotta say, it's just kind of fell down the orders. A couple of crashes have led to some damage, which has cost him a lot of time. Aspmoon we saw enter the pits backwards, so that's cost him a lot of time as well. And then after Orange, it's just Leclerc not on the lead lap. Maybe Arty and Cumsum are off the lead lap as well. As TTR goes through, and he's trying to hunt down. He's kept this gap about 4.5 seconds though.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. It come down to about 3 seconds for a moment. Maybe that was Shattered Compass fighting with the traffic ahead, trying to get in front of them. And now that TTAR has dealt with it, it's back to where we were seeing it before, about 5 seconds.
Oh, just looking at the safety car there. He's had a lot of work today, that safety car. It's Orange in the pitch trying to fix more stuff. Oh, Orange putting it in the wall. More commiserations for the PPI boys. They've got some work to do to fix that car now.
For someone that loves ovals, that's a bit of a heartbreak.
That is, and it's gone from bad to worse. I wonder if the distraction of the gear ratios has just taken your mind off. You're just not used to riding in those gears. You're going slow, you're going back through the pack. Your mind starts wandering.
Yeah, you're entering corners at speeds that you haven't entered them at before. You know, you haven't really practiced for that kind of scenario. So it makes sense.
As everyone else. So it really looks like the top 5 are on the lead lap. So that's quite a hefty price for most of the drivers out there. against their name. It's a mark somewhere, and it is still Garrett O'Brien, viltech, riding still front to back. Got to wonder if there's some fuel saving going on here. 2 seconds off the leader's pace, or a second and a half off the leader's per lap. As Shattered enters the pits. It's got to be one of his final stops. You got to think 27 laps, probably a little bit too long. It's TTR takes the lead.
This is you know, earlier this race, I was wondering if it's going to be pushed toward the 5-stop, or sorry, a 4-stop instead of the 3-stop. This is pretty marginal to go all the way to the end.
Yeah.
No, will we see another stop? Will it be pushed?
It's going to be, you've got to think maybe a quick splash and dash at the end. Shattered Compass comes out in 5th place. What is the gap between TTR and Shattered? It is 38 seconds, so 1 lap.
That's about right. I think the big question now is TTAR going to come in anytime soon, or is he going to make the fuel last longer?
Yeah, they pitted. I think they pitted on the same lap before. No, 1 lap difference, I think.
I think that's right, yeah.
I think it was 1 lap difference. So yeah, it could, if he's fuel saved, he might go an extra lap beyond this one. But if not, we know they're running about the same fuel, and TTR comes into the pits.
So him coming in means, you know, there's probably not that much fuel to be saved out there. You would think someone, you know, it's a few seconds back from the leader and on a bit of a margin strategy might be pushing to make it last. Or you might be pushing, might be the wrong word. You might be holding back to make it last. Not in this case.
Not in this case, but with, we've got to work out with lap 78 now out of 102, so it's going to be tight to get it to the end. It's going to be very tight. Maybe with a lot of lift and coast they can do it. Here we go. Arty in the pits as well. So some of these drivers, maybe not on the lead lap, but they are. Oh no!
I got 10 seconds, no!
And it catches TTR as it caught Shattered. And that is 10 seconds.
That neutralizes the race between the two of them. Now it's even on, it's penalty on penalty.
Yeah, so
out between the two.
And they both got to escape the crowd behind them, which I think they'd escaped Nate by about that much. And now he's 10 seconds behind, 9.8 behind Shattered Compass. So again, slower in that pit stop as Garrett misses his box. That's going to cost him a few seconds. As Nate leads the race.
As much of the pit lane speed limit is, you know, a lot slower than they're going out on track. They're not exactly crawling very quickly, so when it comes to
Yeah,
stopping
discovered if I
box,
put my
it's
fuel
easy.
maps to lean, it actually fixed my ratios, so...
Oh, and a fix. Maybe some instructions from the pit wall. Coming over to Orange.
Delete.
That could be it.
Maybe he's just giving the old gearbox a bit of a thump with his hand, seeing if it gets it to work, and clearly he's changed something. And he's got his old gear ratios back, so it might take him a few laps to get back up to his rhythm. As Nate's in the pits, it looks like TTR is going to take back 2nd place. And there you go, Nate still in the pits, ahead of viltech, coming out of the pits just now.
Yes, there's a pretty big gap between the two of them. That's what we were looking at before the pit stops, and not too much has changed. I think the lack of safety cars recently has let the field spread out a lot.
That is it. Everyone's finding their real pace now. TTR now 11 seconds back. Got a little bit of traffic in front of him, so he's out of the 10-second window, but that doesn't matter anyway to his race. He needs to be 10 seconds ahead of Shattered Compass. Oh no, he actually just needs to be ahead, doesn't he?
That's right. Yeah, back to even racing on track.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the order after that round of pit stops? It is Shattered Compass ahead of TTR, ahead of NateDelta, ahead of viltech, ahead of Garrett, Cumsum, Arty, Leclerc, Orange, Aspmoon, and Old Boy and Bumblebee. Still in this race, I believe. He is in the pits right now. Let's see if he moves. He is half an hour behind the leaders. And you can see if you look at the track map there, Shattered Compass exiting turn 4 onto the main straight. TTR entering turn 3. So that is what 12 seconds looks like around this track, folks. As we're on board with Arty here. Cumsum, this is for position, this isn't a lapped car. And you can see how light his steering looks. And Aspmoon just behind them, but he's not fighting for position. Isn't quite the race Aspmoon was hoping for.
God damn it.
Oh, as Old Boy there. ABC hitting all sorts of balls there. I wonder if this is going to be another safety car. He has managed to pull himself off to the side.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how that happened. I think maybe he tapped the outside wall of the main straight, and that sent it back towards the inside of the end of the pit lane.
Yeah, because it was quite far down. It was quite that far down the road.
Right. I mean, it's.
Nope, I just put it to the wall. You're welcome.
Oh.
Hey.
What is this opportunity in front of you? I don't want to talk about it.
And we're going to get a replay of the crash that Orange just mentioned. Instant replay here. So getting used to his new gear ratios, the proper ones, and just with a bit of oversteer. Oh. No room to recover. And that is his rear wing bouncing across the track. This is not going well for Shattered Compass.
It's not. It's not. It's about, 17 laps right now until the finish, and we're going to have a few under safety car. So it's not a lot of time for Shattered and TTAR to pull a gap to the cars behind.
No.
viltech, I like the way this looks for us.
Yeah. So we're all in the mutiny with unlapping yourself as we see Orange desperately trying to get his car back to pit road to get repaired. He's going to lose more laps, but at the moment it looks like he's in 9th. He could be losing 10th. I was going to say that the rules in the mutiny are, if there is so much of the race left, which I think is 10%, then let's have a look here. 10 laps or 25% of the race distance remain, then cars can unlap themselves. So there will be no unlapping right now.
That's right. So in this instance, it's less than 25%.
Once I ran on lean for a while, I could turn it back up to rich and everything kind of reset itself. So
I wonder if that setup fix for Orange came from within the setup screen of AMS2. You can choose what fuel setting you want to start in, and adjust it from there. But I wonder if just kicking it and changing that a little bit, it kind of reset his whole setup, and his car remembered where it was supposed to be at.
May well be. May well be. He's in there getting repaired right now alongside ABC 123 Old Boy. So it's Shattered ahead of TTR, ahead of Nate. They're all on the lead lap. viltech and Garrett O'Brien in 4th and 5th are no longer on the lead lap and will not get to unlap themselves. So it's unlikely that 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, that's Arty. They're all on the same lap. So look for battles between the battle for 4th between those 4. And then back from there, Leclerc in 8th on his own. Another lap down. So unlikely he's going to finish anywhere but 8th. But we've got to see yet. Anything can happen as most of the guys come in for their, what you would imagine be their final pit stop.
Surely no need to stop again.
oh no, I missed my pit box.
Oh. Well,
Costly.
it's costly, but it's not it's not the worst because those drivers that we mentioned are a lap behind. He doesn't have the opportunity to overtake Shattered, or didn't have the opportunity to overtake Shattered in the pits. But that's all he lost out on there.
There we go, exiting the pits. Yeah, still Shattered leading, so really a flawless, well, a 99% flawless race so far, you got to say. Just the speeding in the pit lane. And he's got 15 laps or so to try and clear a 10-second gap.
That's right.
To Nate, I'm guessing, is his biggest rival now. Unless TTR gets him. And it's still Shattered Compass ahead of TTR, ahead of Nate. And then in the pit stops, it looks like Cumsum jumped viltech there. He's up into 5th. Garrett O'Brien in 4th. viltech down to 6th. Arty still in 7th. And Leclerc still on his own. And then Aspmoon, Orange. So Aspmoon did get ahead of Orange in his pit stop. And it looks like Orange will not be able to claim anything more than 10th after this. Pace car in this lap. What an action-packed race this has been. We have been going for an hour and 16 minutes since we started this. And there's not been time for breath yet.
I think the safety cars have been the only time where we can sit back and get off the edge of our seats. But we're about to get back on the edge. It'll be start of lap 89, I believe, when racing starts. So we got 89 through the end of 102. That is, 14 laps?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. And it's you got to think all this crowd that have showed up today have paid for a whole seat and only sat on the edge of it. So I do feel sorry for them. Orange still in the pits. I wonder how long that damage is going to take.
I wonder if Old Boy's going to get the chance to jump him. They're circulating so slowly, I doubt it. And I think Orange is on the move now. So that'll be at the place pretty much secure.
There we go. Comes out of the pits. Redeem himself now. Just get it to the ends. As we're going, Shattered Compass puts his foot down immediately. And it looks like there's some lapped cars actually between himself and TTAR. It's Garrett in between and Cumsum, it looks like.
I think so too. I assume they're going to be getting out of the way of TTAR and NateDelta pretty soon, but that's going to cost just a little bit of time.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what Shattered Compass wants.
As TTR goes down the inside of them, he slips between viltech and Cumsum. He touches Cumsum. No!
There's contact. They're all in the wall. All 3 of them. T-Tar's in the air.
Oh, there's a lot of catch fencing saving the audience there. Wow.
There's a secondary incident in the back. Yeah, that was...
Oh, it's over.
Wow.
Oh, who is that? Oh my god! Ah! I'm upside down!
And look at the damage on these cars.
I barely missed y'all. Holy cow.
Wow.
And we are back to full course yellow just like that.
So we see here TTR makes his way up the inside, goes between the gap of the lapped cars, but with the overspeed just hits Cumsum. And then viltech gets thrown around, and Old Boy was a passenger, just drove straight into the back of viltech there, unsuspecting. Here we go from TTR's point of view.
Getting a big toe down the straight.
Turn 4 is the car upside down.
Wow.
Goes for a gap. I think that's some dirty air catching him out.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it looks like some massive overspeed and some understeer.
Well, I've just found my button. There's no longer an upside down car on the track, but there is a lot of my car still on the track.
Here's from viltech's point of view. So he's got some good speed here. He's following in the slipstream of Cumsum and he's catching him quick. Look at this. And so he goes to the outside thinking, okay, I'll make my move there. Cumsum blocks him. There's a bit of contact maybe. TTR appears from nowhere and that's just chaos in front of him. No way he could escape that.
Yeah, I was gonna say not much that he can do there, and he's in the air.
Yeah, and then disappears in the air. I guess that was Old Boy finally catching him, and again, this time from Cumsum's track cam. Yeah, as soon as it happens, he resets. He's like, I don't want to be involved in this.
Not too much viltech could do there. He was sticking on his line to the outside. Cumsum defended aggressively, and then TTAR came out of nowhere.
Wow. Okay, so after that, there's got to be leading them to the final 10 laps now. It is Shattered behind the safety car leading with NateDelta just behind him. They're the only two on the lead lap. And TTR apologizing there. And entering the pit lane that was closed by the safety car for the damage. So 20-second pit lane. Yeah. Shattered with a real opportunity. He'd have to pull out a second a lap from this point. Is that possible? NateDelta there.
He's got he's got one car of traffic between him and Shattered. But I think that's all he has to worry about between now and the end.
I think so, unless any of these lapped cars, when they get out, and 10-second collision for TTR for causing the penalty. So whatever his time was, plus those 30 seconds, plus 10 seconds for
speeding,
speeding. It has not gone well for the guy who is essentially driving in seconds most of this race. So Shattered Compass leads Nate, leads Garrett O'Brien, who leads Arty, who's got up into fourth thanks to those collisions. That's a great position if he can hold on to it. Looks like
Arty and Garrett are going to be duking it out for the last podium position.
Wow. Arty with his first podium, that would be something.
Right? And if Garrett has to get out of the way, or if he moves for NateDelta in just a poor timing, then Arty could have a very real chance very quickly.
There we go. And then it's Leclerc in fifth place, kind of alone there, 1 minute 18. So he's a lap down. So probably going to secure it with 10 laps to go, 9 laps to go now. And then TTR, sixth place, still in the pits. So let's see if he'll lose a position to viltech, who's out of the pits now. May lose that position. And then Cumsum 8th, Aspmoon 9th, Orange 10th, Old Boy 11th.
Yeah, looks like TTAR's moving on the tracker now. So he'll be able to come out in front of viltech, I believe.
Yeah, they'll be racing for position though on this. They might be racing for position on this safety car. No, they won't be. He's going to get ahead.
Back, and he'll be essentially a lap ahead. Or he'll be coming up to lap viltech at that point.
So we're going to see a sprint finish here. It looks like there's been a lot of safety cars, but it is coming in finally.
For about 8 laps of racing.
Yeah.
And that would be it.
8 laps, 40 seconds a lap. You can do the math, audience. That's how long we have left. And TTR trying to warm up his tyres for when he catches back to the pack. A mistake there from TTR has cost him. We saw him win the last race in Brazil. He will definitely not be winning this one. So Shattered Compass has got a lot of work to do. If Nate can just hold on, this will be a great opportunity. As we said earlier, Nate has not won a race. Just had some seconds and some thirds, a couple each on those. This could be the opportunity of a lifetime for Nate in the Mutiny.
And what a race it would be to win. Safety car coming in. Shattered's gonna decide to restart. Let's see what he goes.
Garrett is in third, even though he's looking right up the gearbox, and he is not going to give Nate the position immediately. He is gone as well. He's got a race with Arty to deal with.
Yeah, it almost benefits Garrett to stay in between the two drivers on the lead lap, just to keep the distance from Arty. Keep that threat at bay for as long as possible.
Here we go with Leclerc. We did mention earlier he likes the whole play it
Keep it
safe and
consistent.
smart. Yeah. As we see
Working out.
TTAR and Orange go side by side.
Yeah,
Not
two
on the same
teammates.
lap. Orange gives him the position, the space even.
Out ahead, it's been one lap, and Shattered Compass is about 3 seconds ahead already.
Wow!
If
If he can do this a couple more times, he is in it with a chance. He has got his foot flat. He was 2 seconds faster that lap. As the chaos in the midfield still unravels, cars are unlapping themselves. They're just fighting for pride here now. viltech is a lap behind, so he's just going for it. He's got nothing to lose. As they cross the line, again, it is hovering around 4 seconds now. Just a second, just 8/10 between Nate and Shattered Compass that lap, so Shattered is going to need to do more. I think Nate has got past, or he's certainly trying to get past Garrett O'Brien if he hasn't already.
He's not. He's not yet passed. I can see it on the map there, third in between.
So it is working out for Shattered right now. As we come down, it is lap 97. We're watching viltech, but it doesn't matter where he overtakes. What really matters is the car behind him, Aspmoon. Aspmoon isn't even battling him for position. No! Aspmoon catches Arty. Oh, there's a full course yellow, lap 98. Oh.
Come on, I just pulled like a 5-second gap.
And Shattered Compass, his heart breaks.
That will be it. That will be it for Shattered.
He had 5 seconds in about 4 laps. He was doing everything he could, and Garrett was helping him. And you can see there, Nate did not make it past what could have been. He lost by a hair's breadth in Season 6. I also believe Shattered Compass went to go race an Indy with another league for a one-offs invitation, didn't he?
That's right. That was a...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was going slow and he went high. And then I just went underneath him. And then we didn't even, like, touch. And then he just went into the wall. It was like a netcode or something.
Did see a little bit of collision, so maybe Aspmoon having some netcode on his side. Yeah, go back to Shattered Compass. Sorry.
That's right, yeah. There's another league, I think it's the Zone. They had a full-length 200-lap race around Indianapolis ovals on the 2023 Indy cars. And yeah, he competed in that. Equally messy race to this one, if I remember. And somewhere around P3 finish. So, you know, once again, touching distance, but not his day.
And it doesn't look like it's his day as today. It was so close. It looks like the pit stop error is going to have cost him today. And that's the margin. That's all it takes is one slip of the thumb. 2 meters early. Could have been. That's all it could have been. Maybe even a meter early. Maybe even half a meter. We don't know exactly. But if the safety car, it's unlikely. Well, even if the safety car goes in this lap, it's unlikely. And TTR in the pits again. I wonder if he got caught up in some of that mayhem. Or maybe just needed some fuel. But it looks like Shattered Compass is not going to win this race. It looks very likely it's going to be Nate.
That's right. We've got at least one more lap under full course yellow. And the best case scenario is one lap to bring us home. It's just not going to be enough.
It is not.
Nate probably sitting with a smile behind that helmet, knowing
Yeah.
what's coming.
His grin will be as wide as this track is long. It's at least a mile wide. He just needs to get this car round another lap or two. Lap 101 is starting.
And we don't have the safety car in on our screens.
We do not. I think that is going to be it. Much like Brazil just last round.
That's right.
I think this is going to end under safety car, under caution. And I think we have the podium on display for us right now. Shattered Compass, NateDelta and Garrett O'Brien, but not in that order, with Shattered Compass 10-second penalty for speeding in the pits.
That's right. It's going to be leading the whole race and finishing second. It's a fantastic drive from Nate, though. It's worth mentioning. So much chaos to not get involved with. Keeping on the lead lap, which is something that clearly other drivers are struggling with.
Nate, are you the only one on the lead lap with me?
I'm a little shook. This is my first ever win.
He knows it's coming.
That's awesome, man. Congrats.
Congrats, Nate.
Well done, Nate. Well done, Shattered. That would have been a close one regardless.
Oh, holy macaroni.
Bring her home, guys. Nate, when you get the trophy for this, I'm writing my name in Sharpie on the bottom.
I'm like, whew.
The drivers celebrating and congratulating each other. They know it's coming. It's going to finish under full course yellow. As long as Nate does not spin it in the last two corners, he is going to take his... Yeah, don't curse. He is going to take his first victory for the Mutiny. This will be a momentous day. The driver with, I'd like to say, 42, 43 races or something is finally going to step on the top of the podium. And Shattered Compass, how close it was today. And Garrett O'Brien as well must be smiling. He's got a podium out of this. And somehow TTR has made his way back up to 5th with some of that. And McLaren 4th. And there we go as he crosses the line. It is confirmed. NateDelta wins the Indy 250. He wins in the Mutiny for the first time. I think everybody likes that.
Indy picks her winners. That's for sure.
Gonna have to get himself a glass of milk. We hope he had one ready. And here are the race results.
NateDelta, you are a race winner. Shattered Compass in second. Garrett O'Brien bringing up the podium in third. Leclerc 4th. TTAR 5th. viltech 6th. Arty 7th. Alex Aspmoon 8th. Orangetrptboi in 9th. Old Boy in 10th. And then we have our retirees. Cumsum DNF'd. Bumblebee as well. D3BuG, NDF, and Ricardo.
Driver of the day, Nate. You got to hand it to either of Nate or Shattered. And here we go for the drivers. 37 points for TTR, just edging out Aspmoon there to take the lead of the constructors. And then Garrett O'Brien in third there. Look at this, from second all the way down to, wow, maybe 11th is close, 35 points. Leclerc in fourth there in the drivers. Nate in fifth after that great win. Peter in sixth, 21 points. Shattered Compass matching him with 21 points. And then D3BuG in 8th, NDF, Orange, Rodders, John D, they are top 12.
Team Rahal with big results in first place here. PPI second, Pac West third, Forsyth fourth, Newman Haas in fifth, Patrick now in 6th, Penske in 7th.
Look at this fight for third in the team standings there. 1 point in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty close to 2nd place as well. Throw that in there.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for staying with us. What an action-packed race that was.
It's been a pleasure to show this race with you guys, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, the winners drink milk. But then I was also gonna say, if you want to like get some deep IndyCar lore and you're okay being a little bit creeped out, look up Joseph Newgarden's Milk Gimp intro to like the 2015 Indy 500.
Milk Gimp?
Yeah.
Pardon me?
That's what it's called.
I'm picturing some like black latex.
Yeah, it's I don't know how it made it on network TV. It's kind of weird, but like if you want to like be in the know on the lore of like really poorly thought out Indy 500 intros, you can look it up.
It sounds very poorly thought out.